touched you. You are like us after all. Now you're just being nasty. That nickname you love so much. Wanna know how?
Hey everybody, it's Eric with XboxEdge.com, helping you out once again with Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. This is Monsoon. I believe he is the 4th level boss, and actually 3rd level boss, and he is a pain in the ass, especially if you don't know how to block at this point. This is the fight, this is the boss battle where I actually was forced to learn how to block and counter properly. So when he's in this form, just a regular guy, this is when you can do the most damage on him and get a lot of hits, but he will also hit you, so make sure you block. He'll jump away and come in off screen, so get ready to block often. I also suggest possibly locking the camera on at this stage of the game, just because he's going to be all over the place and you need to keep track of him, or he's going to get a lot of cheap shots in on you. Like you've seen in this video, he will get a lot in on me and do a lot of damage. Now eventually he gets health low enough where he'll jump up and use some of his kinetic abilities to throw vehicles at you. One of the smart things you can do here at this point is go into blade mode and chop up all his vehicles as they're coming at you. But what I did is I would just run away from them. Instead of getting hit like that, just run to the sides left and right real fast and try to avoid them the best you can. You can't outrun all of them, you won't get hit if you outrun them. But if you're feeling particularly skilled, pull up blade mode and chop them all up before they get to you. Now one of the most dangerous parts when you're facing him is when he uses his fog and comes at you from all angles. There's a slight second there where you know which angle he's coming from and you can block it. So you just gotta be quick. This is like boot camp for me. This is where I had to learn how to block in order to beat this boss. If you don't know how to block yet, just keep playing and playing this boss battle and you will eventually have to learn how to. So he comes from left, right, front, back, every single angle you can imagine. So get ready to block at all different angles, I guess. And if you don't block, he's gonna tear into you. This is one of the easiest ways to die. He does so much damage. Just beware. You need to learn how to block to face this guy. Now one of the other forms you're going to face him in is when he has the kinetic field around himself and he keeps moving his body parts around. When he's glowing purple like this, you will not be able to hit him with any of your moves, whether it's weak or strong. What you need to do is deflect all of his attacks. Once again, blocking and counterattacking is very important. Block all of his attacks until you make him stumble and can go into blade mode. The prompt will come up and that's when you use blade mode. So he'll throw his size at you, have to block all of them, his legs, and then he'll eventually come at you like this. Keep blocking all of them, he'll get dazed. And this is where when you go into blade mode, you want to chop his head in half. See the target box there, you want to chop his head, then it'll go further and you can go on and damage that head a little more and give him a lot of damage. And eventually, once you repeat this process, he'll eventually basically throw everything he has at you in the form of this giant wheel of garbage, essentially. I don't know where he keeps grabbing it from. He grabs it a few times a game. I guess there's just a bunch of vehicles now that I look at it in review. And it just basically, he just throws it at you. So as long as you keep moving left and right, he won't be able to hit you. Once it's on the ground, it doesn't move left or right anymore. So once it's on the ground and you're clear of it, just wait and then move across. It's easy to run back in front of it when it's on its way back to Monsoon. But just have a little patience, and this is probably one of the easiest parts of the whole battle, because you don't have to block his rapid attacks like the rest of the game. And then eventually, once you take his health down much lower, around the 10% mark, he grabs a giant obelisk from a nearby building and will throw it at you. Once you get this, you'll get a checkpoint, and this is also the final sequence of the game where he's got to do a little quick time event. So you get your checkpoints. If you die, do not worry. You won't have to face him again, and you won't have to go through all those blocking shenanigans that he makes you do. So obelisk is throws it right down at you. You go into blade mode, run up it real quick, press left forward on the stick, hold the right trigger down, blade mode, chop this bad boy up, and then pow. Hit the quick time event and Monsoon's done. Well, I think you actually get, yeah, you get to chop him up one more time when you're floating in the air. But yeah, that's Monsoon. If you have any more troubles, leave a comment. I'll be sure to help you. And check out XboxEdge.com for the latest news and reviews on games. And if this video helped you, please subscribe and let us know what kind of videos you want us to make in the future.